This is Eb&Flow. Welcome to Stream of Conscious Rap, where we just rock on the mics and all that. Making sure this shit is all fly before I get into that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is it all gonna fly? Is it all proper? Am I bringing it all back to where it's supposed to be? Am I the proper messenger to make sure it's all on tight? Gotta screw it in tight like my head's not. My head's tied in knots. How the fuck am I gonna get out of bed when the morning rocks, when the sun's at the top of the rock? Yeah, shining light on this rock. I might rock, I might just do some hip hop, whatever I gotta do so that the movement don't stop. Check how I'm peeking and looking through the wreckage just to find any piece of it that I can use for something new that put together into a new kind of contraption that might just get you trapped in. I'm just losing my mind. I'm trying to do something other than entrapment, lost in a motherfucking wilderness, hoping that I'll find myself once again. Huge machinery that's dead all around me for a time that once lived, a future that was once the future, but now it's the past. And what comes next, no one knows, cause power's been detracted and subtracted, and now it's lapsing, time lapsing, trying to put it back, but it's falling in my lap, something that I can't even understand. These diseases people contracted, it's not what's gotten contracted. Kieran and Aaron Roberts in the beat already. Note that I'm dropping it properly, getting them tapping their feet. I'm just actually the one who atrophies other MCs on the mic who don't got half of these trapeze style skills. Soon as I'm rapping these, might just get clapped. Yeah, spitting, speaking, and rapping these. And I know that's just how it goes when I'm doing these things. They trying to be enraptured, trying to wait for the rapture. I'm not sure if the way you capture audiences is the same as the things that I brought through the rafters. They gon' have to check me through the rafters. Sick of the laughter, I'm putting an end to the laughter. As soon as I bring it back to you, might just be a snack for bigger fish in the sea that occupy the same environment that you do. That's a simulacrum, it's a simulation. It's similar to what you gon' have to do to make sure it's a simian trait that's inside of your eyes that you gon' really infer new meaning to. And what does it mean to do? I'm not trying to be mean to you, I'm just trying to bring meaning through. I'm trying to be the monolith that they gon' have to see everything through, just like the corporations do, towering overhead, with big rusty buildings that were once full of dread, but are now full of death and dust and disgusting shit that's coming out the windows, and the vines are growing, overgrowth going over your head. Know that it's too potent, my mind just kinda shifts to different open-ended questions, and I'm never really getting a solution. Not sure if that's even what I'm searching for, but really producing, rapping, doing my thing, getting the beats and the track going. It's just something more than a passion, it's a duty. Have to do it, have to put it back in. Have to know that on the back end they gon' keep picking up the torch where I put it back and put the work back in. Anything I take from this earth, I'm trying to put back in. And they know that they're lacking the skill that I'm bringing, practical, but now I'm practicing something that they thought was cool but never thought was actually done. And now I'm waiting till they're actually done, and I'm platinum how I'm bringing it back to ya. Yeah, Plattner and Maine probably won already, even though he's kinda shady. I'm trying to keep my mind gradient moving kinda steady, not trying to be locked into any conclusion, cause I can think already, I can think for myself, and these things are shifting every day. I'm hoping my mind settles on a different conclusion, cause they're not gonna settle me. I'm not gonna be part of a settlement that has no settlement for me. There's no way to settle with the instincts they're bringing, the mentality, it's got no metal to it. I'm trying to meddle with it so I can get into it and maybe get an influence. I don't know how they're being influenced, but what I'm bringing to it, yeah, chats in a trap, no, do my thing. Top channel, Chris Birch, I appreciate that. I'm just dropping the facts, coming on a podcast anytime I can to make sure this shit's moving fast. I'm trying to lose my lucid moments every time I can, lose some time and make sure I'm producing new moments for people so they can view it, trying to keep it in motion. My emotions are moving quick. I'm trying to stand on the edge of the creek or the pond so I can see what's beyond it, but really the consequences are beyond me. This is something that was beyond reach. It's like an alien planet that once was, but now it's just a touch of what it could be. I'm trying to rebuild it into something new, but the labor of the people has been chopped in two. If it gets eradicated throughout the earth, then there's no way that we can infuse our energy to create something that's the next phase of this earth and maybe get control again. I mean, I'm trying to hold the controllers in hand, and I know that they're controlling. I'm just not the one who's gonna be disposing of the rhetoric they're bringing. I'm using it at my disposal, how I'm supposed to. Know that they're gonna take a post or two before I expose you. I mean, yeah, the boat strikes were fucking insane. I'ma get back to that in a minute. I'm staying in my fucking lane. I might just be trusting nothing. I'm coming with the uppercut how I always did. They gon' get cut with it. I'm not sure if the cutlery's sharp enough for what I'm bringing out my fucking brain off the dome, just dumping shit. Shout out to Dump God, that's the dude. Fucking damn, the god Fahim, and I came through, and you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm on Andromeda, probably just giving top to your queen. I mean, I got a lot of things that attract in these rings, a lot of souls moving beyond what you ever thought you would think. Circling around the sink, around the drain, might drain ya, might be a stranger to what might cause you to be deranged, but I'm no stranger to the way that the range might change in a minute. I'm just trying to get to changing it. I'm the stranger that strangled Dracula just cause I had to, cause otherwise they won't come back from the consequences of that. But I know that there's only way to make the chat get running, that's just to bring the facts with it. Hegseth, boat strike, he called for the strike and then acted like he didn't. That's just how it goes, right? You know there are ghosts in the night, just playing a video game from the satellites and the drones that are striking over top and floating all night through the sky. Can't even see them, like reapers that might just call the reaper on you any second soon as they want to seize you. Wanna cause a cease to the end of your life. That's a cease and desist that you can't even respond to. There's no response from survivors cause there was not a damn, and that was an order that came from the top highest levels, but that's now getting disheveled and getting kinda watered down, so we can think it's these other generals, but I'm not really feeling that in general. I'm not sure if I'm gonna settle for the narrative that they're trying to peddle. I mean, they wanna put the pedal to the metal 1 second, and then the next second it's someone else that meddled, who has medals, who knows what the fuck he's gonna do with this dude who came from the outside and has no experience. All of a sudden he is the one calling the shots and calling for hot metal, but I'm not really feeling that. Going off the top with it, like blowing off the top of any enemy without even confirming who the fuck that is. I'm not shopping it, that's something I'm not feeling. These tools are sharpening, fascism coming faster than I ever thought it was. It might come faster than a blink, it might just block your shit. I'm trying to block it out, but I'm not sure if there's too much awkwardness in the air for me to even walk with it. Peace, Hegseth, they're saying he might be seeing the last days, but that would be not even one of the half worst things that the Trump administration has gotten away with. But I'll say it's good because now people can stop saying that he's not a warmongering criminal like the rest of them. That was something that Trump got away with for way too long, and now it's gonna be put to rest with him. But I'm not sure if Pete Hegseth is not gonna keep taking his spot with the rest of them in the cabinet. I'm sure that there's not gonna be no rest for him. And the respiration of the war machine is gonna continue. It's like an endless continuum, and it's gonna keep continuing. Cause as long as they're swinging it, I'm not sure that I like this reality. A couple steps back, need some training wheels like the trike. I mean the training wheels are off, but now I'm trying to be enticing. Right, I mean the training wheels are off, but now I'm trying to be enticing. On the mic, dystopian, more so by the day, screams that are beaning about where to hop it. I mean, there's problems, there's a couple generations that were brought out without that knowledge, so I'm not sure if it's proper for me to even ask the question or wonder what it's about, cause I'm crawling, trying to find some answers that no one has, but now we're all calling for something new, and now it's a new page that's turned in the newspaper. If we can even get some of those still, at least a few. If we do get caught, we might get put underneath the jail for at least a few centuries, and new generations of me and you will never see the light of day, cause that's something they're not even trying to be bringing to. I'm trying to split my brain in two so I can rap over here for you and over there for you. I mean, there's a few ways that I can expel these bad germs out my brain like they're a flu, and it's terrible. And they're trying to get me to think their terrible ideas are the only way that I can wear a few different hats in this motherfucking world that I came into. I came to my brain, it may just be off the motherfucking hinges like K2. Can't believe we were ever smoking that shit back in the day when we were kids and we just needed a legal way to get high the right way. But that shit came from a lab in the worst way. It might just get your brain in a different trash state. A new area. I might just be carrying too much fucking resentment when I'm staring at you. I'm tearing at the scenes of reality, hoping that the terriers are always gon' understand what I'm bringing to you. I know it's a tear with you. I know I'm going on a tear with the only way that they gon' see the Pulitzer Prize that I might pull at you. It's full of it. I'm full of shit the way they are full of it too. Yeah. And know how I'm bringing it to. I'm trying to just split this shit into a few different dimensions so you can get into it too. It's too intimate for the few, but really the masses, they're gonna understand that I'm giving them grass that they can feed on, and that just might get them off their asses. Hopefully that will give them passes to do their own thing, follow their passions, and really keep pushing for something that's better, something that's gonna get us past this. I'm past this. I know it's pastiche, but I'm just trying to keep my motherfucking passion within reach, and that's the least that you can say. I know it's hazardous this way, but I'm just moving past the tragedy that's inherent of living the life that we've been given by our parents. And really I'm hearing something new. It's a red herring that might just get a stop to the staring, and it's not apparent. I'm really just dropping the errands, dropping earrings just to see who finds it and who has the wherewithal to find where it came from. And now I'm staying with the same drum. The same drum gets beat every day. They're trying to take us in the same direction to try to change the complexion of the entire earth. With the way the sun's rays may just fall across its surface. It may hit you in the worst possible way, but I'm not indoctrinated to their way of thinking, so I'm not gonna stop it this way. It's impossible to say. There's too much fuel in the motherfucking rockets that'll stop it, but it won't stop the decay all around us, and I'm trying to stay. I'm trying to keep it going, but every time I keep my motherfucking wheels turning, they always got something to say. Well, I'm just asking them to stay in their lane, cause really I'm too passionate with it. I'm dropping off the passion, they gon' fall off the list, and that's the way it always goes, and that's how it's been. I'm staying in my lane, and that's the only way I'm interested when it's ingrained in their brains. I'm trying to turn this shit the same, hoping that history's going this way, and there ain't shit to complain about, and I'm staying the same route. They can't even make it about themselves the way they usually do. Amira's in the chat, it's true to you. She's so beautiful. I'm just doing what I can, and I'm getting underneath the cuticles of every usual suspect across the earth, so you know that we can do it too. The growth that grows underneath you probably gonna keep growing a few centuries at least. I'm trying to get to the centerpiece so I can tell them that it needs to bleed like the rest of these MCs. They have no sense of where it bees. How to stay on their own motherfucking territory when it comes to splitting it. Yeah. Air rings, noise, and the air rings, and I'm trying to cause some air raids, and I'm sterilizing all these things that they think they can bring to the lowercase, but I'm not even knowing the case where they can keep it coping. They're keeping on hoping, they're holding their faith, but I'm not even sure if holding it this long is the proper way to get the proper appropriation out of it. I'm stopping and stocking what I got, but it's not in a bush the way I dropped it. And I'm dropping music like every day just to see if they fuck with it, or if they tell me to stop it. Like, what the fuck is the obstacle that's gonna get in the way if it's not my own flopping? Yeah, alright. Maybe time to switch this beat in a second. I'm not sure if I can be as indirect with it as they want me to be, so I'm just creeping in the section to see if I can make the intersection in time. Otherwise they might gon' have to catch the indirections. This is just something that's gon' get them interested, and it's entering the whole fucking space. It might even get it all rearranged in a second. Yeah. Alright, next beat. She said we fucking with it. Yeah. Okay, they're fucking with it. Personally, I'm loving this shit, and I'm just trying to keep up with it. I'm not sure if they want another of this, but I'm just trying to be smothered in this. I mean, my rhymes cover a wide range of area that they can't even touch with this. So really it's illustrious what I'm trying to find. I'm making some bucks from this, but it's not even gonna take as long as it takes for a simulation to keep me trapped in the crux of it. And the crux of it is that there's always language and crumbs of it that you can find in a simulation, in the simulacrum, that might just break you down and bring you back to the back room so you can have some moments to think about it. Yeah, the religiosity and the curiosity always gonna find its way back to you in a second, never doubt it. That's the way that we put together the story, but it's always shrouded in mystery, like we're crowded around an ancient building on a different planet, trying to see why we were sent here. It's a mystery, and no one even knows this. This is something that they gon' have to redirect us in a different way, cause they're not gon' catch us this way. I mean, I'm in dismay, not sure if there's any way that I can make it home for Christmas, at least this day. I'm not talking literally, I'm talking about Maze of Death by Philip K. Dick. That book had me erased amazingly. Might just erase your brain and replace it with some kind of simulation of where you're supposed to be. It's like a dream state mixed with religion. It's like a little game for your brain to play while you're just killing centuries of time at a time, and it might just keep you spilling and spinning in the spine of a book. And I'm looking at mine, I'm finding the palindrome is the same backwards. Don't matter if I approach from the back or from the front, long as I brought the words first. I mean, I'm lacking nothing, and now their accuracy is kind of lacking, and that's just gonna need some discussion. And I'm having nothing but a little bit of a blank mind state when I'm looking out across the fields and across the landscape that's outside of my window. It's like they gave me nothing to work with. Who the fuck is sure of this? And the duty shirkers probably around the corner in the alleyways doing things that we're not sure of. And I'm just trying to keep the syrup flowing, cause that's what they told us our job is, and it's not gonna be usurped of course unless there's a reason that it can be served up. No servants or serpents in a circle. I'm just trying to tell them what I'm sure of, and I'm sure they gonna erase it soon as I came with it. Yeah, and it's a blur of reality and fiction. It's all kind of blending together, and I know that you're not aware of the way things are changing in front of all of our faces. I mean, really emaciated is the only future that makes sense, and if you gon' take it, then take it. I mean, I'm taking this spaceship just to see where it's gonna take me, and I hope that the journey and the job that they sent me on give me some complacence or maybe some fulfillment. I guess I'm too spacious, too vacuous in the side, and I'm just trying to vacuum this up like the fucking vacuum that space is. And SpaceX probably not gonna get there in time, cause that shit's just throwing money at the sky till it explodes and looks fire. Yeah, and I'm trying to be inspired, but the motherfucking fireflies are no longer in the air, they're not flyers, and I'm not seeing as many flyers telling me to go to the place where they gon' drop the music and the wires. It's all on the wire, and I'm just losing my mind. I'm trying to understand why I'm lingering behind the whole tale. The whole narrative is changing, but why does the whole tale unwind? The thread just finds me trying to get wind up, wine and dine the universe just to tell me if she can find the reason, the thing that's lingering up behind it. Now I'm just learning it, now I'm trying to line it up. Now I'm not telling them why are they denying it, I'm just trying shit. I mean, my mind is kinda getting wiped, it's just something I can't control. I'm hoping that they like it, I'm hoping I'm living like it. I mean, I'm limitless, now I'm just riding this flow the way I'm supposed to. And they know that the tendency is to get inside the brain with the wires and shit that might reframe your intelligence, but really there's no way to keep it irrelevant. How the fuck am I selling it if I don't got shit to sell? It's just celibate, like there's no sex to sell, so there's no sex in it. I mean, really, how the fuck am I gonna sell y'all some excrement with some makeup on it? That's not really a testament to my skills, is it? I mean, I guess it is, but I'm not willing to do that. VPN company hit me up in the emails asking if I was willing to sell their product. Looked it up and it was made by some shady people that didn't even want to put their name on it. Jane Doe was the chief engineer for the whole project, and I said, I'm not interested in your product. That shit is not what I want to put my name on. I'm not sure why y'all thought it was. I'm not gonna go to my audience and tell them that they should buy some stuff that I can't even verify where it came from. Not trying to depend on money from weird places, cause that'll take me to weird places and take my brain to weird spaces where I'm bending over backwards just to lie to people that need to appreciate this. And the asset of America's depreciating the longer that we got authorities on the streets just waiting for anything that might give them a reason to keep the guns in their holsters and open up it and maybe just vacate the whole clip. And I'm telling them a whole clip, they gon' catch it in a clip. They're not sure if they know this, not sure if you've noticed, but the water is boiling all around us. I'm just chilling in this shit like a frog does. Not sure if they gon' come for us or for all of us, or just for some of us, or if freedom for me means freedom for you. I'm not sure that it does. I mean, the bell of freedom is ringing, and it's ringing for me, but the people that are getting dragged from their vehicles and their buildings where they're living, they're not exactly seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. Are they? Is them? That's reality that's changing. The ism is changing the friction of our whole nation, and the fabric might even get ripped in. There's no way to re-sew it unless we find a proper thread in, and the people who know it, they know the whole game, they know how to do it. But not sure if they would want to. I mean, who would want to save the whole soul of this wretched nation before it gets sewed up? I mean, there's not enough shored up. I mean, I'm trying to get this shit shored up before I have to go back to where I came from. Yeah, DC police gon' even be policing way harder, cause they got their little stage false flag attack to happen, so now they got a reason to ramp the volume up. And I'm just sick of all this lying propaganda, this constant, it's hard to discern what's what, but that's just how they want it. They want us to be flooded with information and not sure what to do with what of it, and not sure what's real and what's not, and who has real intentions, and who's lying, who's cap, and who's stopping the monsters, and who's a monster themselves that's just trying to make a profit. Put it all in their pocket if they want it, I don't give a fuck. I'm just doing my thing, and I'm trying to be awesome with it, and I'm trying to go against it, yeah, and fuck John Ossoff with it. Not sure why, probably cause he's an APAC Democrat, and I'm not trying to hear none of that. We've gotta beat them back. I mean, I'm telling them there's a million tens of facts, and they're gonna try to move on from Gaza and Israel if we let them, and that's a fact. So let me back into your cerebellum so I can barely tell them, and I'm really just playing the cello so they can feel me, but really my fellow MC's not doing what they're supposed to be, and it's rarely something challenging the system, cause they're just trying to make their escrow and then go, and they don't care as long as it's not rubbing elbows with them though. They care about oppression when it's their neighborhood, but as soon as they're getting a different impression, living in gated communities with different neighbors that are giving them fruits in baskets, all of a sudden something happens inside of the brain. Your conception of reality changes, and that's just something I want to refrain from. I mean, I'm trying to sustain the momentum that I brought to this thing, but the cage that's around me is probably trying to keep me caged up. They always want to, but I'm not sure if I can even stay silent the way they want me to. I mean, I'm praying that Poseidon will get me across this ocean that I'm in, cause I'm not that good at swimming, but I will if I have to. I mean, I'll try it. The waves are high as a fucking Goliath who needs a fucking Kraken, when that shit will swallow your hold and bring you down to the depths, and you won't get a reason or a second to ask them why it has to happen that way. That's just the power of this earth that we all live on, that's supplying life to us, and we don't respect it properly, and that's why we're lying, and that's why we'll be lying underneath the graves of history and barely compliant. And billionaires like Elon Musk want to take us to the stars cause they can barely deny it, what we've done to this planet. It's absolutely deplorable when they just want to take as much of the oil as they can and then go. But really it's just a coincidence that they gon' be the one making the profit and building the ships off of the oil profits that they made that caused the heating that's gonna get all of us swimming in short order. I'm trying to make an order. I don't need no hors d'oeuvres cause I'm not feeling the fanciness that y'all trying to bring to the whole show. I mean, really, I'm not going for show. I'm trying to be the one that's on top when push comes to shove, and they gon' be starking this shit up. Loving the breakdowns, crack me up, I appreciate that. I'm trying to back it up with real facts so you can know that that's the shit that you gon' have to put up. For a couple $1 million, I'm just trying to put up with as much bullshit as I have to, so they're not packing me up. They gon' pack me up with the packing peanuts if they can, but I'm not really hacking it. They think I'm a hack with it till I get to hacking them in pieces with an axe with it. Why the fuck are they asking if they're not really even gon' bring it back to praxis? I mean, I'm trying to keep my axis steady, but they're trying to knock me off it, cause that's just what they think is funny, I guess, but I'm not nearly as impressed. what the fuck they coming to? What else am I talented at? I'm not sure. I'm just taking it one or two things at a time and trying to bring it back to you. Kash Patel and the FBI said that they got the guy who had the bomb on January 6th, and suddenly they found him. But why? Now all of a sudden they're contradicting their narrative about the guy who thought that 2020 was stolen. I mean, why would they go to the news with this story when it contradicts everything that they ever thought was so potent about what Trump is saying now and how he lost back then, and that's why we owed him? The whole thing starts to fall apart when Trump is actually a criminal who was actually inciting violence. So arresting a person who was incited to violence and putting him on the news to tell us that he was excited because he thought that the stolen election was reason to try this bombing so he can cause a distraction and get the lights in the sky just flaring. I mean, it's barely even apparent to me that he was trying not to get caught. Where the fuck was the Biden administration? They would have been the proper ones to put him in cuffs and chains. I mean, it's possible that they have different informants now in the FBI because they're related to the Trump administration and all of the MAGA movement and on the ground little cults and militias that are waiting with their guns. And there's probably a few informants within that are very valuable that found this little dunce, probably because he was bragging on social media or somewhere else. But the Biden administration was just lacking and dragging their feet so they barely could get to it. But now they're using it as an excuse to be bragging about what's happening behind the closed doors of the FBI, even though we know that shit is hacking. We know that they're sacking the Epstein files, probably just releasing this shit as a distraction so they can get us looking and lapping up something different, so they can be lapping us, running laps around us and keeping us in lapses of judgment. Cause what the fuck is even happening these days? I'm not sure. I'm just hapless like all the rest of us. Like I got a gust of wind and now I'm hatless. And it's tragic. I mean, the tragedy just keeps stacking up all around us. And I'm not really sure that this reality is what I can trust. I'm trying to keep my feet on the ground and such, but the soil seems like it's lifting me up. I'm not sure if even it's affected by gravity the same way that it was. I mean, it's kind of shifting like the magnetic polarity of the earth underneath my feet is twisting, and I'm just seeing it different. My life is kind of changing, and I'm sure yours is as well. So all we gotta do is stay strong into the future and keep our motherfucking grip tight, cause this shit's about to get real crazy in a near second. I mean, I'm really relentless when I'm stepping on the mic. They can't even steer me away from this, and I hope they're impressed with. But even if they're not, I'll still make an impression in their brains with it. Now I'm just changing their whole suggestion. Netanyahu, yeah, he's probably gonna get his ass arrested soon as he steps in New York, and Zoran do what he's supposed to do, except now he's being a little wishy-washy too. But I bet Netanyahu would never come to New York knowing that Zoran said that he would have him put in cuffs and sent to the ICJ so he can get justice the way he's supposed to get put away. I mean, fuck Benjamin Netanyahu. I hope he rots in a grave underneath the biggest jail on the earth. I'm not sure even where they put the war criminals these days. I'm pretty sure that Duterte from the Philippines is in there this way, and they deserve to be embarrassed in a cell together. They can be cellmates and buddies, and they can write little messages on the wall to each other all day about how they had people murdered in cold blood for no reason in broad day. Yeah, that's the only way that it's gonna get when they say follow your dreams while the alarm clock's going off. It's time to wake up, man, fuck you. I'm just doing the same stuff, you just doing some lame stuff. And now you trying to break it up, can't even hear you cause you're breaking up. That's why you and your girlfriend breaking up, cause she can't stand you on that sad sack shit, always thinking that you know what's better for everyone else. But it's time for you to be waking up, cause the dreams are calling. You're in a comatose state and you can barely even stay in it. And unless you're waking up now, they're gonna pull the plug cause they're sick of waiting. So you better get back online. I'm trying to get back in a time frame that I can. I'm trying to speak to you in time so you can understand your mind is slipping out of the fingers of the people who love you the most, and they're dwindling. There's not that many anymore. People are going along with their lives. So if you don't get up off of that hospital bed floor, then you gon' get into the floor and be done for. And probably be a dunce henceforth. I mean, I'm just hopping a henceforth. hopping the fence for the reason of trying to get to you before you can settle the score. I mean, it's an immense force that you're feeling, but I'm trying to be a testament to the course that it's going. And of course, they're learning that I'm flowing the only way they're moving back on emotion, as if they're understanding and I'm bringing emotion in a way that they're not, and some more shit. And I'm hoping that, of course, this, you're feeling it, and now I'm feeling the course is leading me to some kind of different reality. It's dreamy, the fog is lifting up, and of course there's some kind of tripod underneath it. It kind of reminds the worlds of something, and now I'm just moving like a whirlwind, trying to make the proper assumption so I can be the one who's living and bringing the lunches to people who need it. Cause we're probably gonna be in an apocalypse scenario after not very long, cause if you're seeing it, there's giant robots in the sky that are trying to beam us up into the sky, trying to turn us into dust and maybe collect us. I wonder why. They have some things they need to learn about us. I'm trying to learn about trust in a world that's falling around and cracking up. I mean, I'm cracking up, thinking how hilarious it's become. And I'm staring at these scenarios and I'm serious. This is the one where things don't go the proper way. We're in the wrong timeline and I'm trying to be dropping it away. I mean, the proper way to cause this propaganda to fall away and become a flop is to not engage. But if I'm not engaged with the alien races that are staring over me and trying to make me think things and trying to make me shake, it's probably not me doing my duty. I gotta do what I was put on this planet to do, and that includes defending this land that's been inherited by humans, even if we demanded it. And now I'm candid, if I'm burning the candle at both ends, that's probably gonna be something that reaches you, and it is lit. I mean, it's kismet, the way they're listening to this shit that I'm bringing, and I'm hoping it's ringing true, cause the tentacles are bringing it a little bit close, and they're trying to wrap their rings around you, and I'm just sure that it's ringing loud to you, and I'm singing too loud, they can't even hear the ring, and it's hounding true, and now the truth is finding you, and now there's too much to be surrounded to, and now it's loose. A beast that came from another land, another piece where it don't need no proof. There's no peace anymore on this land. It's not a war, it's an extermination of every man. And I'm just trying to find my everyman, someone who can be with me and invoke the plan. I'm hoping it goes as it was planned, but it probably won't. And I'm just saying that there's no way to be replaying this shit after it's over. There's no quote in it, you'll just be writing a quote in sand. It'll get taken over by the wind or by the wave that's cracking against it, and I'm just telling them they better take a gander at it, and I can't even stand this shit. Yeah, I'm like George Costanza, cause I'm sick of them. I'm sick of this job, and I'm about to just quit. Then I'm about to be back the next day, cause I can't stand to live without a dollar in my pocket or my hand, so just hand me it, yeah. Christopher Tablante, haven't seen y'all in a minute, now I'm bringing it, MBS, don't know as much about that, but I'm still bringing it. I'm just trying to be on the mic, turning these MCs into fluid and then drinking it. I'm too fluid with the flow, who the fuck even knows what I'm doing? Y'all looking ridiculous when I'm just bringing this shit, and I'm the one killing this shit. They call me a killer with it, but it's not as sadistic as they want to make it out to be, really. I'm just trying to perfect this. It's a craft, and they're not getting the essence of it. I mean, effortless is not really the proper way to put it. It's a lot of effort that goes into it, but I'm just pulling it from so deep that it seems like it's so natural to me that I'm not even thinking of it. It's flowing through me. It's like I'm a conduit, and I do it. And if there's something that the rhyme tells me to do, then I'll do it, cause I'm just moving in fluid in motion. I'm in flow with it, and there's no way to be so with it. I'm on the top of my wits with it, and I'm trying to live it. I mean, I'm trying to be in a state that's solipsistic, but I need that socializing to get me out of my brain and keep me with the quotient. I mean, the whole planet is rising, and they not gonna leave me behind if I'm finding my little pockets where I can put my foot in, get a foot in the door, and then surprise them. And now I'm just trying to be trying my luck like Prize Picks. Fuck Prize Picks, never fuck with that shit. Fuck all that gambling bullshit that's trying to take over all of our pockets. What they want you to do is owe thousands of dollars on nothing, so that's value that they can accrue that's not doing nothing for you. And it's just something that you owe at least a few years into the future. And as long as they have that, then they have a reason to say to their shareholders that they grew that year, even if their growth was really just you making more money from your labor that then goes to the people trying to take it out of your pocket with some kind of fair wager, some bullshit that'll embarrass ya. It's all rigged, and it's all some things that are all just dug way too deep in my mind. It's like something we were programmed for, and now they're exploiting that and taking money out of our pockets before we can think. It's so sinister, and really they know exactly what they're doing. They're just trying to spin us and keep us spinning. I'm just listening, but it's so absurd. I'm just blistering, I'm so angry. The anger is frying my nerves. I mean, it gets on my nerves how these nerds try to tell me there's a reason for everything, and the capitalists are doing the best thing by just pursuing profit and not even thinking about how it affects everyone, because that's actually the best way to increase the value of the entire nation and the GDP is to just profit endlessly and never think about the people that are getting ground under the wheels of the machine. It's the evil capitalist mindset that has captured America for at least like the last 100 years or so, and Reagan just incited it and just exploited it, and now it's turning. There's no way anybody can turn back the momentum, the tourniquet. There's no wheels to be turning it. There's no suffering unless you earn the shit. That's the mentality of the Reaganites who have been furnishing this entire country and watching it burn. They don't give a fuck if your family's living in skirmish and living in scourge. Just trying to eliminate the scourge of this type of purpose. Really wouldn't be that hard for the basics of this nation to be met so that the workers can be properly enfranchised with the work that they're putting in, and not just getting shards but parts of the whole thing, and everybody would be happier and healthier, and we wouldn't be dependent on this labor from other nations that's exploiting them and turning them into skeletons for no reason. And I'm just wagering that most people ain't even thinking this kind of thing, because they're just thinking about how amazing it is to get what they need from Amazon and just keep it blazing. And I'm not acting like I'm guiltless, because I'm not. I'm doing the same thing. I'm just trying to rephrase it so people can think differently about it, maybe even get their shit shrouded in different type of mindset. Ideology falls into pieces around them, and now they're learning how to keep the peace, and I'm just keeping it sounding a certain type of wavelength that they're likely to meet with their brain. Open up their brain caps and they can take it. Maybe they can take another round of it, another shot, and now I'm pouring up the shot so they can find what I found in it. I mean, really, I'm just the founder of this shit. I'm trying to be found in something new, something no one's ever done before, and I'm just dumping the truth on you, and I'm coming for anybody who wants to be telling me that their truth is getting upended. I mean, I'm losing myself in the endless rhymes that are coming to me, and my minds are never getting amended. My rhymes are just pretending so they can get in your mind space and might just make some space for themselves. And the whole thing, I'm taking it might even be speaking Celtic or something. I need a kilt with it. I'm too ill with it. You might get killed if you're tilting for too far. I mean, I'm living in the lurch with it, and now they're trying to live in filth with it. But really, as far as I'm concerned, they're not the ones who are feeling the filament. I'm trying to open up their brains and fill the shit up with the divine mathematics from different universes. You barely even thought of this shit, can barely comprehend it, and I'm just numbed. My nerve endings are bringing it. It's never ending, is it? I mean, really, the effervescent shit that's gonna be an antidepressant to you, probably gonna tell you the lesson, and in a second it might just be intruding on your whole life. Matter of fact, I can change this beat in a second if you like. I'm just trying to do this thing. I'm doing it too right on the mic, and tonight they're gonna understand how the fuck to do these things. How the fuck did I make two lights? Come on. How many rappers does it take to screw in two lights? I'm not sure. Maybe I've been too nice. Maybe tonight I can drop two mics so they can check the way that I'm flavoring. Alright, I'm switching this beat. Which one though? This one's nice. You'll like this one. Yeah. Okay. Come with me for a psychedelic session. My obsession is to find myself amongst the evolution of the whole universe as it's thinking and moving. I mean, things are moving and shaking. I'm grooving, I'm trying to be improving, but it's impossible to win. There's so many pressures that are pressing into me, and really there's something that they're trying to leave. The restitution that I'm getting is not really leaving a blessing for me. I'm leaving them way behind in my thought process, cause I'm trying to fly way beyond. I mean, I'm taking it way farther, and they're just spending their time making ticking time bombs like right beyond. And I'm thinking that maybe there's a way beyond that I can be living and make my fanatical skills come out across on the mic so they can take me on. I mean, take me on. That song, the lyrics were mostly nonsense, and I'm just trying to bring it on. And now I'm all obsessed with a new show called Pluribus, and there's a plurality of us. The ability to trust is lost as soon as something happens, and all of a sudden a bind is caused between people, and now their minds are crossed, and I'm confused. I'ma try not to spoil the plot in this freestyle, but of course it might be tough, cause I got all of the plot points inside my brain, and really I just wanna be rude and tell y'all all the stuff, cause it's kind of a fascinating show, but it's moving a little slow, it's a little rough. I'm sticking to it though, it's an interesting concept, and that's all I'm into. Something I would never into it though. I'm wondering how deep they're gonna go into it though, cause there's a lot of twists that they could go with, but so far it's not as much of an action as a drama. But imagine a drama with no actual other human beings and no karma. It's just one person who's thinking about how to reverse something horrible that's happened to all of the human beings on earth. But it's not gonna be easy, cause first she's gotta find someone else that she can connect with, and no one else really seems to share the same interest in going against the hive mind that has taken over and tries to suggest that everyone becomes part of the same robot machine moving. I'm just not even trying to complain, I'm just losing my grip on reality the way you would too if you were in my shoes when the whole thing went to shit. And all of a sudden everybody started convulsing, and now I'm feeling a compulsion to find what I know. Then they're just trying to meet the quotient. I'm trying to find a human being so I can speak to and be spoken to. I mean, the wheels and the spokes and the wheels are not turning properly, and now I'm turning in the wrong direction. And if I speak with the wrong inflection, they're gonna take it the wrong way and I'll start dying immediately. And that seems like the easiest way to deal with the situation that Carol seems to be faced with, and they are running away from her cause they understand that because she's not feeling their bullshit faceless, trying to make her happy, agreeable, telling her that she's the greatest and the bestest, and so she's reacting with anger, and that's dangerous for them, and so they're not really feeling the essence. They gotta go and make a different way, cause otherwise they're gonna have to take their places to a new place and go. Not sure if the hive mind's connected to other planets, but that would be cool. Think about it, different species across the whole universe, the galaxy as far as it goes, and they're all thinking the same thing at the same time, communicating across time and space with brain nodes. That would be so sick. I wonder what the brain knows. I mean, I'm sure it's not rapping with the same flows. If I was inside that hive mind, I'd be spitting crazy flows through everybody that I can, and I'd be speaking to Carol in rhymes to see if I can get her on the same wavelength though, and see if I can get a groove in. I mean, moving her feet or something, that would probably be the way to be improving her mood. But I don't think she's really into that, cause she's trying to get back to the moon when things were different. Yeah. How the fuck could anybody blame someone who lost their wife because a hive mind came to earth and just changed everything all of a sudden? And she's the only one that seems to have felt any loss because of it, and so she's on a mission. But then there's the other guy who's commissioned by some kind of air conditioning unit space or something. He's living there just trying to isolate from the incision and from the inception of these evil pod people that are trying to find him, chase him down and make him regret his decision to be by himself. But they're meeting you with a smile so you can barely even reflect or refract what they're given, and I'm just trying to be subtracting from them, but I'm not sure if the actual subliminal ways that I'm telling them, that the tactical flows that I'm giving them probably gonna give a few new millennia for you to understand the truth. I mean, I'm living through too many different eyes to understand the emotions you're truly giving, cause individuals are the only way that you can properly communicate with another person and give them a few messages, maybe a tip. I mean, I'm letting it grip, I'm letting the microphone grip your whole fucking mind, cause you know that there's only one way that you can follow this path, is if you just go our way and not resist too much. Don't fuck with the feng shui, don't rock the boat, cause if you rock the boat that way, it might just fall away and we gon' all fall in the ocean. But maybe it'll be worth it, cause if everybody gets smashed together, then nobody's perfect, and everybody's imperfection gets kinda mashed together into like mashed potatoes in a bowl, and we're all just having a tragical, never magical endeavor that'll actually be kind of sad if you really think about it, cause you'll never have no emotional emotional tether to anything that happens. You're just trying to make the best weather and the best conditions for humans, but whether or not they die soon depends on if they can be reproducing. They're probably gonna take stem cells that Carol has chilling in the fridge that she got at 1 second so she could possibly have children, even though she was in a gay relationship, a lesbian, but she had her shit frozen so maybe she could get some kids out of it, but now they're gonna get the stem cells from it. Yeah, hard switch up to Netflix buying Warner Bros. And 83 billion. That shit's ridiculous and we all gonna be paying for it. I mean, I'm trying to pay it forward. I'm not sure if I'm obscuring the things that people should actually be talking about, cause the media consolidation affects us all going forward, and really there's more wit in it. If you're trying to be watching something other than Norbit by Eddie Murphy, then this is not the kind of merger for you. But if they do merge, then all of a sudden we're gonna be burdened with many streaming platform properties coming through the same vehicle, and it's not gonna be as cool cause Netflix really doesn't have what they need to do. The same things that Warner Brothers does, but then if they absorb the company, then all of a sudden they've got the same tools that Warner Brothers used to create some of the best movies that came out in the last year. But it seems like that was just an advertisement for Netflix to buy it this year. That shit is ridiculous, but keep in mind the actual merger doesn't go through till next year. So there's time to resist this and be resistant and resist to anyone who will give you an ear. I mean, listen here. This shit is bad for art, it's bad for people, it's bad for the industry and all of the below the line workers who are just working diligently to keep this shit up and stable like a steeple. And it may be confusing for feeble minds who don't understand that entertainment is a industry and people need to have some kind of accommodations with it. The unions need a way to be renegotiating contracts, cause otherwise they'll be going without anything to eat on their table, and that would be so demoralizing. And it's already like that, don't get me wrong, but if there's more than lies in it, and if more lights just get consolidated into more despising, then all of a sudden there's no place that I can keep the growths and the vines, and all of a sudden it's all growing all around me and it's not enticing and everything is boring. It's all just sliced and slopped up, made for streaming content that's not even made to be looked up from your phone while you watch it enough. And every property that we love will probably be turned into an advertisement for some kind of potluck by Cash App. And I'm just trying to bring the facts that will get them to be shocked out of their mind state that got them all locked up. And I'm not sure if there's enough luck in the world, but it's tough luck. Can't trust those who make art a business, that's just the way this shit goes. So many artists on this planet that would love to be able to reach the masses without having to worry about the profit and also be able to live off it. It's like a double-edged sword when you're living in America, cause you have access to some of the most amazing tools that you can use to reach the people, and it may be confusing, but if you can find your way through, then all of a sudden you'll be reaching views that you never thought was even possible. And it's very alluring and it's very important to keep on the proper steady path, cause if you're not and you're falling and you're not determined, then somebody else's desire to make money will get you stirring, will get their little fingers into your brain and get you twerking, all because they know what they're doing and you wasn't thinking enough when you were moving. Shit's treacherous out here, just trying to make some art, but people want to profit off your fear. They want to make it all as clear that you're not in control, but I'm in the clear. And I mean, I'm listening and they want to troll, they want to think that this shit is just how it goes. The people on social media saying AI is inevitable are AI themselves and they wouldn't even know. There's some people out there who have no value in a soul, human souls creating the things that they're looking at, so they are not being disposed to things that are just slop that's kind of changing their brain follicles, and there's no accountability for where it goes or who's doing that or for why. Why would you give your children an iPad so they can watch some shit, just colors and shapes changing around to get their brain fried fast? And I'm not talking about in general, I'm talking about the future that we're going to. Can't remember what I saw, there was some kind of cartoon or something where parents were showing their kids an iPad that had AI things going on it. It might have been Black Mirror, it sounds like their type of shit, cause it was like near future, not quite where we're at, but possible. So if I'm talking to a few of you and I need to be running it through some kind of AI filter so that we can be speaking the same language, that's probably the near future that we're looking at. If we're being honest, if I'm being honest with you, that's not the type of world I want to live in, and I'm gonna fight against it as far as I can, cause I'm just trying to handle these things they're passing at me, make taking a pass at me, and that would stab me, but really it's blasphemous to me. And tragics, these tragic things always happen, but I'm just trying to keep it flippin' how I have been. I mean, I'm flippin', and I know I am. I know I'm kinda dry with my sarcasm, but that's just causing a chasm between us that can never be filled back up. I need some backup. I need a couple hard drives to back up all my shit, cause otherwise I'm gonna get hacked up like I'm getting hacked in pieces when the hacks come. Yeah, and I'm hacking and coughing recently cause I was sick back some weeks, but it's still got some phlegm build up in me, and I'm just trying to keep it peak. I mean, I'm peeking in at what they see, but really the dust and the illustrious peak that I'm keeping. My widow's peak, it might just be leaving. I'm beleaguered and I'm in the league with it. But anyway, back to Vince Gilligan and pluribus. Really it's a verb that's just feeling kinda disturbed in the gut. I wanna know more what's happening cause I'm curious, but it's moving a little slow for me. Yet I'm still disturbed by the story. This is a different book that I read recently and this year for me. I read a lot of good books and it was one of them. This was called The Brain in Search of Itself, and it's a conundrum. It's about the guy who was studying neurons and using histology to check the flow and dye them so he could see them on a microscope, but as soon as he tried to scope them, they'd be gone, so he had to find a new flow and a new way and a new solution, so that when he looked through the glass and the lenses and a microscope, he would see something that wasn't confusing and wasn't just edged with a bunch of illusions and what do they call it, byproducts of the solution that you're using. So you gotta find a new way so that it's translucent, whatever you're looking at, so you can look through it and actually understand what you're seeing. It's kind of like the concept in quantum physics, how you can't measure something the particles are doing without altering what the particles are doing. Well, that's also true with neurons and cell tissue. When you're trying to dye it, you don't want to alter it too much. But anyway, this guy was interesting. He was an intellectual in Spain who was studying the brain and different parts of the central nervous system, and he was kind of a nervous man, but he's always working away in his laboratory and trying to find the proper way to find things that have never been seen or framed or put in a book. And he wrote some really fascinating updates to our understanding of the human brain. But because he was from Spain, and Spain wasn't really respected on those grounds at the time in the scientific realm, he was one of the first ones that showed that Spain had a bunch of intellectuals who could grow and help the international community of sciences grow. But because he was from a more obscure place where not many scientists and illustrious intellectuals go, he kind of got lost in the snow and obscured over the years. So it's worth reading it, but this book is really just well written and not deceiving. It kind of kept me going the whole time. I was so fascinated by this guy, Ramon y Cajal, I think that's how you say it, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be fine, cause looking at people who lived through wars and all kinds of hard times in their own countries and just did everything they could to keep the fibers and keep everything together out of a real sense of patriotism, not right or left, or in fact he was more on the leftward side of it, but he always had loyalty to his country of Spain, and he never left. He just contributed to the scientific community and kept it real like you're supposed to. And the chin is cleft, and you might get clipped, and you might get left behind. Starved the beast, and I'm trying to teach them that there's no other kind, a way to be kind. On a microphone, you might get left behind, you might rewind if you need to, and I'm seeing the signs that they're not seeing it this way, and I'm seeing the size changing, and I'm learning the decay. It's just a part of the process, it always happens, and all people process things different. We're all just nodes on the same chessboard that are just trying to find access to the right place that we were back, so we can bring it back for a second. I mean, everybody wants to go back a step, but really where you want to go back to was when you were thinking about where you want to be at now, and now you're at that step, so you better be focused and stay present. Got a lot of presents for my girlfriend that I need to give her, cause it's her birthday at present, and Christmas is coming up soon, so I had a whole bunch of plans for it, and now I'm trying to just land it. I got it in my backpack, yeah, I Jansport it, and I'm trying to transport it, and all this fucking flags that they want me to fly, but I can't sport it. I can't support it unless it's about liberation, and I aim for it, and I aim toward more wit. But now I'm trying to be moving forward, and I'm more clenching, yeah. And you know that I'm clenching my motherfucking cheeks, cause I'm feeling the tension in the room as soon as they mention that there's things that need to happen, and I'm living, and I'm trying to be keeping my sadistic mind to myself, so they're not thinking too deep in it. How the fuck they gon' follow what I'm bringing? Yeah, the brain in search of itself. On one of the best books I read, and it's not self-help. It's a biography written by another guy, cause he read the autobiography of Ramon E. Cajal and thought that he was kinda patting himself on the back too much, so there needed to be more of an accurate touch to the book. So we went back and did a lot of research from the time about people that knew him and how he actually was. He was kind of braggadocious, but also just chilling in his own space, constantly dozing, constantly working away the way I'm working on flows. Maybe that's the way that I related to how it goes. I mean, alright, I'll rap on one more beat for a few more minutes and then wrap this up. This has been a pretty good one. Anything in the chat that I should rap about? I miss you too, Amira. Yeah. Tonight's freestyle reminds you of an industrial band called Consolidated. That's cool. Consolidated, and the politics are probably inundated, and I'm following it up. Crack me up, said it's crazy good, but really I'm just following the pavement that was laid before me, and now I'm dropping it up. I'm gonna wrap this up the way I'm rapping. I'm making a habit of rapping like I got some motherfucking wrapping paper from the store, and now I'm wrapping things up. Know you about to get wrapped up in it if you're not rapidly finding a way that you can actually puncture the wound that I came through. And I made a function of it, and I may just be discussing it. They can't even touch this shit. How the fuck they gonna show me love if they don't love shit? Damn good flow today. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this one. I'm trying to think what's the last one I should rap on. I'll do this one. No, I'll do this, because this is a different flow. This is produced by Money Longer. Shout out Money Longer, the homie. This is the only beat I've done on this stream so far that isn't produced by me. But Money Longer's the homie that I moved out to LA with. So, you know, we're out here making beats and shit. I'm feeling like time is shifting. Feel like the mist is intaking, and now it's breathtaking, but I'm insisting that there's a different kind of position I want to find myself in, making an incision at the center of the universe, where supposedly the event horizon is at the center of a black hole. But I'm sure I could get all the way into the back folds before anything happens. No spaghettification, I mean I'm waiting on the edification, and I don't need Edison's permission to get in the way of scientific innovation. If I'm thinking it might just fill up my brain space with some entertainment, then I'm doing it, I'm getting it, I mean I'm living it. And they're trying to check the intonation, trying to copy it, but they can't cause it's limited print with it. I mean, there's no way to even tempt it. I'm just turning it over, tilting shit. They're not even gonna feel me as ill as this. I mean, really. How they gonna tell me how the math adds up when they're not even sure of that? Not sure how to add the fucking pennies that they got in their penny in their pouch. So really I'm not feeling what they're whining about. I mean I'm learning to louch and learning stout. Why are you slouching around me? Not sure how to keep it going, like I'm opening up the fountain and letting it flow in. There's too many flows coming at me at once, and I'm just trying to get it going. I mean effortlessly I'm telling them how it's going. How am I knowing? I'm not even sure, but I know that what I'm bringing is potent. I mean I'm bringing the phone in. Whoever's answering gon' have to get it to go then. Yeah, get it to go like you went to a convenience store. I mean I'm leaving the score. I might even it up, not even sure if you gon' see me before I'm out, but I'm just going to stall a route. I mean I'm stalling for nothing. Renee Stout, she's the one who put this art piece together. Notice how I put the artist in the motherfucking picture, cause I want to credit them and making sure that I'm not using AI slop that was generated and put out onto the internet again. And it's hard honestly to find shit like that these days, cause it's all just inundated and it's constantly in every turn, in every corner of the internet that you look at, you find, especially if you're looking for art just based on keywords. So I'm just having to dig a little bit deeper to find things that are obscure, cause I deserve, and my audience deserves, to see things that are not pre-served and prescribed by a machine that can't even think first. I like things made by human hands and with humans' intention, and I'm just blanking on how they're putting me back on the bench again. I'm not sure if it's even worth mentioning that the way they're trying to be preaching and pretentious, it's not even leaving an inch. I mean I'm needing an inch so I can make my motherfucking path a little bit cleaner. Hoping you can see the discussion. Finally been streaming on Instagram. Not even sure if I got a single viewer this whole time. I'm just holding the whole thing, and I'm knowing it's going fine. I'm flowing so fine. My whole thing probably gonna try to describe, and now I'm pulling it up, and I know that the vibe probably get you off some shit you cannot describe. I mean, I'm just trying to barrel through, and I barely can tell them that they're losing their lives as soon as I'm using it. I mean, I'm introducing a new flow, and they're not even sure who produced it, who's using this. Useless on the mic is what they're doing with it. Meta chatbot is gonna be infused with the news soon, so they can be doing the news thing. Cause Mark Zuckerberg's little fucking metaverse experiment failed, and he lose them billions. And so now he's got to switch and pivot to something that's more real and concrete. So of course news is it, but how soon is it gonna be that the AI powered substance that they're used in is gonna be actually what's in the news and used in the broadcasts that are beamed to us? And they're gonna be using pre-generated phrases and phraseology that's in the telecommunications vehicles, what do you call it, the fucking teleprompters that are in front of them, and telling them what to spew to us. I'm not really feeling too fond of it, but really all of this shit, they put it in the news because they want you not to respond to it. They want you to just feel like there's nothing you can do, and you better just go along with it. But if you make some noise and react strongly to this, then they might back off of it. Same goes for the Netflix and Warner Brothers deal. There's always a way to warn your cousins and the other people that are all around you, to tell them that they can stop the steal of all the resources that make us feel like real humans. They're trying to just turn it all into an all-consuming machine that'll make the maximum amount of profits for the fewest still. And so if you're still not wanting that, and if you're seeing a vision of a different world that's built on different principles, then you should still use your voice, because that's the only way that they will. Alright, I think that's enough for today, my friends. This was a fun one. So is this a good time to do these streams, specifically for the freestyles and shit? It seems like this is probably the right time. This is right before I go into work. A lot of people are probably getting out of work at this time, that sort of thing. So I'll keep doing these. Maybe once a week, more than once a week. What do we think? Should it be more than once a week? I might, because I like doing this shit. I could do this all the time, but I don't want to overdo it. You know what I mean? Amira says I ate. Thank you, baby. I felt good about this one. This one was good. I was able to stay focused and keep myself rapping about relevant things. So I'm gonna keep that going in the future. Might do like more like little bite-sized shit. AI infringes and copyright steals our fucking faces. Yeah, and I'd be a lot more. I'm a lot more down with infringing on copyright when there's like a sense of like, you know, there's a recourse. You know, like if I steal a sample, then that's as long as the sample's recognizable, which usually it is, people can pursue you for that. And even if it's not recognizable, if they find out that you use their sample, they can pursue that. But AI kind of takes away the ability to, you know, pursue your own intellectual property. You're in the Philippines until January. Did you hear the part where I was rapping about Duterte, Chris? I rapped about him and Duterte, about Netanyahu and Duterte being in a cell together. You enjoy the topic-centric lives better, you mean in terms of freestyles, or you mean in terms of me just chatting? What's up, Lunta? I'm trying to do these earlier so I can catch more people. And don't worry, I'm still not abandoning the, the late night live streams. And I'm also, Aaron Roberts, I'm not abandoning the chats about topics and stuff. But I'm just trying to put this is just a way for me to put out some music playlists, basically. Just freestyle for a while, give people something to listen to. But yeah, I'm still gonna do the talking live streams, and I'm still gonna do the late night live streams. I'm just adjusting these things because, you know, I want to actually reach people, you know. So I feel like doing live streams during the day, the actual day, is probably a better way to go. But all right, guys, I'm signing off. This has been a fun one. Yeah, we'll have to talk more about that, Chris, about Duterte and what's going on in the Philippines. Yeah, this is just a format I'm trying. I like it a lot. People don't, you know, respond ravenously to it, but people seem to like it. Yeah, both. I'm going to keep doing both, is the moral of the story. Don't worry. This is just a certain series I'm doing. I'll probably keep doing these raps at this time, and then I'll keep doing the chatting like probably later at night. You're Not the Lone Like, it's got a few more likes. Not a million billion, but close. All right, Lunta, appreciate you tapping in. I'll be back on soon. I'll probably the next stream I do will just be a chill chatting stream. So I'll try to schedule that so you guys can see when it is. All right, everybody have a good night, have a good morning, whatever it is. Much love. Be back on soon.